So as some of you might remember, not from the last video, but the video before, we picked up this iBook G4. It's a last model iBook, but it's in a bit worse for wear condition. And I asked you guys, should I restore it? And I think by the response to the likes in the video and some of the comments, I think I need to do something with this. So the plan was I was going to buy another iBook G4 14-inch and basically like try and use parts of that to try and fix this or do something with it, because obviously I think this battery is definitely third party. The lock's broke, feet are missing off it. The shell is bent inside. It's kind of hard to see. I think it picks up a little bit on camera, but it's like board or something inside. This keyboard's grubby, this shell's a bit grubby. So I went to the effort of going on good old eBay. So finding a 1134 G4, like an exact model, to take parts from is kind of hard. I guess either in the UK they just did not sell that many of this like last generation of the iBook G4. There's just not that many around. It's only like, when you look on eBay, there's only like 1 or 2 listed at a time. Not G4s, just A1134. There's just not a ton of them. And the ones that they're a bit expensive for taking apart. You may as well just buy a working one at that point. Although this does work, you know, it's just a condition issue. So I went on eBay, as I said. And these things look like they're starting to breed in my house. Because I got a MacBook G4, and yes, this is a different one. I now own 2 of these and I don't really know what to do. Let's have a look at the new one. So this is a new one. Once again, they've all got kind of scuffs and that, but a lot of the stuff on this one is just coming off. It was sold as parts not working because they didn't have a charger. Fair enough, that's what you should do. But I was looking at, it's like some of the other parts G4, so I thought maybe the chassis and that is like similar style. Surely Apple didn't retool everything. I know there's some differences between the last model versus one of these earlier models. So when I looked online, I knew nothing about this other than it was an A1055. And when I looked on like one of their Mac identifying websites, there's quite a few Mac A1055s. So you didn't really know what I was buying. I just knew I was buying the 14-inch. As you can tell, you know, that's the original battery. It still sort of works. It's dropped like I did on charge the other night. Most of this lock is working. The plastic trim's cracked, but I don't think we really care about that. The lock piece is there. You know, I've got most of the feet. I don't know why every one of these I find has missing feet, because I don't think anyone's been in this one, which is kind of nice. I don't know if you can maybe see this here. It's like, I don't know if it's a mark or it's separating. We saw on the other iBook, I know this is a third-party battery, but it kind of has that separating issue as well. So I don't know if that's just the way the plastic is built on these things. But either way, it's a nicer condition laptop. We'll open it up. The hinge and everything just works better on this one. Keyboard is nicer. The trackpad's nice. It's not as grubby. I think someone said that they think it may have been a smoker's house, and the area I got it from, I'm more prone to thinking that's probably true because of the yellowing. It's kind of making me think, well, how am I going to get that de-yellowed? So maybe it's going to be a case of the other one just trying to de-yellow it, because this one's in fairly nice condition. And if we take the keyboard apart, see, this is another thing. It is easier on this one than the other one. It just pops out easier. It's really nice. It feels nicer than the other one as well. You can tell it's the older model. It's got the Airport Express card, which I mentioned last time. These actually, before you get to the RAM slot, there is an Airport Express card. The later ones just come with it built in. But it's in really nice, it's clean as well. Yeah, it's just a really nice, well looked after, clean model. So, Dan, does it work? He keeps saying it's for parts. Well, we'll press this button and we'll find out. We'll maybe swap views, because it surprised me. And the answer to that question is, yes, it works. It works fine. And I'll swap views and we'll have a look what's on it and see what I think. So this is both of them booted up. This side is the new one, and as you can tell, if you watch the other video, this side is the and this one's running the 10.4. This is 10.5. Probably tell that by the wallpapers. If you're familiar with the operating systems, why have I got them both side by side? So one of the reasons was I thought last time maybe the screens were a bit dim, and no, I don't think they are. This one, the 10.4 one, the one we'll want it to restore, might be a little bit dimmer than this one, but they are both on max brightness. There's honestly not too much in it. But yeah, anyways, I just wanted to show you that. I'm going to get back into looking at the new one and we'll see what's on it. So when I first got this MacBook and powered it on, by my surprise when it did actually boot, because I bought this untested, it appeared with some accounts installed. So I thought, well, you know, I want to investigate, see what's on it, because I always like to see what's on an old computer before we reset, because sometimes that is some interesting software or something like that. And sometimes I have in the past, if I know who I've purchased this off, fortunately I don't really know who these people are, but on Marketplace I feel like sometimes it's nice if someone's left some memories on there, like some photos, something, I will say to these people, oh, I found these on here, would you like them before I wipe the machine? Just as like courtesy, because sometimes people forget or they forget passwords. They may not be as IT savvy. I thought that's something nice that I like to offer. If I find something that looks like someone might want it. I did go in, I reset the passwords so I could access these accounts. It's honestly easy on these like 10.5 and lower Macs. It's so easy. It's like you just boot into terminal, it's like 4 lines of code. Often you can figure out which one's the admin account and just reset the password. So another thing I wanted to mention as well is the airport card seems to work quite well in this MacBook. In the other one, we seem to be having issues where sometimes it didn't work. Of course, the CMOS battery in this MacBook must be dead, because it's saying that my computer clock is set to 24th of March 2001. Yeah, I haven't. That's clearly not true. But what surprised me was when I booted in and I saw this dock at the bottom. Oh my god. So many applications, so much stuff. And that's what we're going to have a look at now. So I don't know why this guy hasn't got the wallpaper that this version of macOS came on. This is personally my favourite version of macOS. I've even made a short about how much I love this packaging. It just speaks to me. It's just really nostalgic. I think it's like that galaxy space thing. Same time as something like Frutica Aero. I think it's just really nostalgic. But yeah, I think we definitely need to change this wallpaper first. And there we are. Now it's looking proper. So what is the spec of this Mac, Dan? You said before that like it's kind of hard to figure out what you're going to get just from the model number. And as we can see, here's what we have. We have a 1.33 gigahertz PowerPC G4, which of course is an iBook G4. 1.25 gig of RAM. Doesn't seem to be that much more power difference. I'd have to do some further research, but just purely based on the gigahertz. Well, I believe the other one that we're restoring is 1.42. So it's like, is it worth it? I don't know if it's worth taking us apart for that. Here it is. It's all, I believe this is the last version of 10.5 is 10.5.8. So it's a PowerBook C6,5 G4 1.2. There's the 1.5 gigahertz. I think the battery is definitely cooked on this. It says the cycle's 85, which really isn't a lot for a laptop battery, but I don't believe that for a second because I don't know if you can see it. This thing's on power right now just because. So let's go and have a look at what applications we've actually got on here. I thought we'd have a look at icon view. Oh, what a mess. What a mess. Can we fix this? So, of course, we've got some, I don't know what AirCam is. We've got Apple Script, some Canon stuff on here. I don't know what Deja Vu is, but it's some sort of browser plugin. Really old version of Dropbox. Look at that old Dropbox logo. Yeah, I'm not sure that there's an old version of Firefox. Front row, there's an old version of GarageBand, which I quite like the idea of playing with at some point. iChat, iDVD. There's the iMovie app, really old version of iMovie. I guess this guy might have been doing some development work at some point. Xcode's on here, or some of Xcode's on here. Maybe the rest of it might be further down. And why the hell would you install this for the Internet Explorer? Get out of here. iSing, iTunes. We'll have a look in his iTunes library in a second. We've got iWork, so you know we've got keynote numbers, pages, typical stuff, mail app. I'm guessing it's a game called Marble Blast. Well, not guessing. I know it's called Marble Blast, but I'm guessing it's a game with that name. We've got the Microsoft Office. Can we just take a second to appreciate how nice like these icons look? Like, I love the PowerPoint and the Word logo and the Excel logo. Oh, I think they're amazing. This was peak logo design to me. Also, I guess this guy had a dongle at some point. Is this another game? Right, might have to come back to that. Some stuff for a Nikon. I guess he was mixing his camera brands. This Palm Pilot software, I guess. Yeah, Palm OS. Yeah, I'm guessing this is Palm Pilot software. Old photo booth, which is kind of pointless because we don't have a webcam on this. Read Iris, guessing some sort of application reading software. Real Player, there's a flash from the past. SeaMonkey, I guess this guy was trying to run a bit more of a lightweight browser at some point. Drawing tablet software by the look of it. Some Apple apps, SatNav software, more of that O2 stuff. That looks to be some sort of antivirus software, VRX. McAfee VRX. Is that running? Because there's a load of stuff up here on this top bar. Windows Media Player. This is another weird one that's on here. It's like this guy wanted a Windows machine or something. Chart Wizard, I guess he's producing some charts at some point. Let's go and have a look at this Nanosaurus application and see what this is. Adventure? Okay, this is looking pretty good. I think it could be looking better on in real life than on the camera. It's loading. Here we go. How do we fly? Oh, keyboard keys. Do we have a gun or something? I don't know how I fire back. Ah! This is why I love going through old computers, even though I don't know what I'm doing. Am I supposed to fire something? Good steer, it's decent, like frame rate and the graphics look. Maybe a bit of screen tearing here and there. Or am I supposed to click that thing on the ground? Oh, I crashed and blew up. Alright, maybe I have to click these things. Maybe that's the aim of the game. Yeah, I think it's looking a bit dark on the phone screen. Let's have a look and just quit this. Oh, I think I've quit the whole game. That was definitely something interesting. Let's go and check out Marble Blast while we're here. Like I said, this is why I like getting old things, because you got software from the time, especially if you didn't have these machines or you weren't like daily driving something like this back in the day, you wouldn't know necessarily what people use. And I also feel like we get something like this, it's kind of like a time capsule. You know, I don't looking at the dates and stuff, it doesn't look like anyone actually used this machine gone like 2011, 2012. I don't really know. I thought this was like a marble game. Oh, here we go. Go. How do I go? That's WASD. Oh. Yes, I know. Ah, there we go. There we go. It's Marble Madness, basically. Or what do you call it? A Super Monkey Ball. Go. Oh. Yeah. There we go. Oh, maybe you have to collect all the gems. Yeah, the viewing angles on this monitor aren't like amazing. I think on this game it kind of looks better through the viewfinder. Have we got enough? No, you want all 7. That game is alright. I could see myself maybe killing 10-20 minutes on that. So one other thing, since I have some information about going into anything that was like too personal, I don't really think about doing that. Let's have a look at iTunes. It gives a warning because the CMOS battery must be knackered. But yeah, we've got some music on here and nothing really interesting. Well, maybe to the people that like this sort of music. Nothing too interesting for me. There's some Duffy, some Led Zeppelin. There's a bit of music on here, not too much. But one of the things I thought was interesting was there's 313 podcasts seem to be stored on here. And this is what he's telling me about the last time it was used. So as we can see, we have this like, I don't know, BBC Music podcast. Not BBC Music, BBC History Magazine podcast. And February 2011 was the last episode on here. There's nothing too much interesting on here, but like I said, the last dates on here were definitely just for 2011. So it's like a time capsule. I do miss this kind of old version of iTunes, as frustrating as iTunes was, I think, to use. There's one movie on here, and there was some apps. Nothing really interesting. No good old school games or anything. But it does make me nostalgic when I see these older logos, like the old Facebook logo, like I said, the old Dropbox logo, and even the old Skype logo. Is Skype dead now? I feel like Skype is dying, or it's getting removed or axed at some point of the year, or soon, should I say. But yeah, it's been a little interesting look into this MacBook. You know, a lot of software. It's nice to see how what people did with these things. What do you guys think I should do? Because I really don't know what to do now. Do I use this one for parts? Because this is like a really nice working condition model. Downside the battery, but I'm thinking maybe you could move the cells from the other working G4 battery and put it in this one and make like a really nice one of these. Do I just try cleaning, whitening and stuff with this one? I'm thinking maybe doing that with that and just stripping it apart and trying to, you know, put things back in order. But yeah, this was an interesting purchase. Like I say, went out on auction. There was no one trying to outbid me on this 4 parts G4. Thanks for watching, guys. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.